Archangel Michael says, "The sky has shifted, and a whisper you were never meant to hear is preparing to explode into the open." A confession is crawling toward the light, one that has been soaked in silence, guilt, and fear for far too long. The energy around you is trembling because what was hidden is now rising to confront you. The person who harmed you thought you would never find out. They believed their lie had buried the truth deep enough that it would dissolve with time. But divine justice has a longer memory than they anticipated, and now the time has come. Your spirit has sensed it, hasn't it? That strange stirring, the sudden flashbacks, the repeating dreams, this isn't random. This is the build-up before the confession, the spiritual pressure of truth pressing against their locked lips. They are pacing, restless, unable to sleep. Their hands shake when they type your name. They thought they could move on, but your presence follows them like a ghost that demands to be acknowledged. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, "They will come to you directly, or you'll receive a message that shocks your core. It will start small, innocent perhaps, like, 'I just want to talk,' but do not be fooled by the tone. What they are carrying is not light, it is heavy, shameful, and soaked in consequences. Heaven has intervened because the lie they told has altered your destiny too long. It pulled you off the right track and made you question your worth. But the moment you hear this truth, the healing will begin, and your timeline will be restored. They broke something sacred when they hurt you. A trust, a promise, a moment that was supposed to lift you but instead left you hollow. They know this now, and their soul is trembling beneath the weight of what they caused. The confession is not just about admitting guilt. It is about releasing you from the cage of confusion they left you in. You were never the problem, they just didn't want to admit they were. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You are not imagining this pull. The messages you didn't expect, the people who suddenly mention their name, the random memories rushing back like waves, it is all part of the divine setup. Heaven is orchestrating their path to your truth. There was a letter once, written but never sent. It sat hidden in a drawer, never meant to find you. But it will now, either in words or in voice, because heaven says it is time you finally heard what your heart already knew. This person has aged in silence. Their smile has faded since the moment they realized they could not outrun the pain they caused. They tried to cover it with distractions, but your name keeps showing up everywhere. They thought they silenced the truth. But even the silence is now screaming. Their world is collapsing from within because they cannot lie to their own spirit anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says, "When they come to you, remain calm, for heaven has already given you strength." They will not recognize how peaceful you've become while they have unraveled in guilt. This reversal was meant to happen. They fear your reaction. Not your anger, but your stillness, your growth, your elevation without them. The greatest punishment for them has been your ability to rise while they sank in secrets. This confession has been circling their mind like a curse. They wake up thinking of you, go to sleep feeling your distance, and pray you will listen. They don't know you already heard their apology in the spirit. But this time, the words will come from their own mouth. Not from whispers or gossip or dreams. From them, to you, face to face or message to soul. Type Amen to get blessing 666. They betrayed your softness. Took advantage of your kindness when your back was turned. They thought it wouldn't haunt them. But it has. It has never stopped. You are being protected from the impact of this truth. It will come to you with timing so divine, your heart will not collapse, but instead open wider. Because this message is not just about what they did. It's about what you will do next. The moment they admit it, a spiritual contract breaks. You are no longer bound to the pain they tied you to. Heaven will remove that chain so gently you won't even realize how free you've become until you breathe and feel peace instead of pain. What they did altered your path, yes. But now, the truth is bending the timeline back in your favor. Everything you lost will start finding its way back. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You will be stronger than them when the moment comes. They will cry, you will stand. They will tremble, you will walk forward. Their voice will crack under the pressure of your silence. You won't even need to say much. The power will rest in the fact that you survived what they thought would break you. They were wrong. You did not break, you transformed. You became someone too powerful to be caged by their regrets. Let heaven handle their karma. You don't need revenge. Truth is the most painful mirror anyone can face. Type Amen to get blessing 888. They kept secrets buried so deep they forgot some of the lies. But heaven didn't. The angels took note of every betrayal, every tear you cried alone. The weight of their guilt is spiritual fire. Their dreams are interrupted by images of you. Your name is no longer just a memory, it's a warning to them. The same hands that wrote the betrayal are now shaking with regret. They want forgiveness, but they're afraid it's too late. Still, they must speak, and they will. You are about to witness the collapse of a mask that has stayed on too long. It will shock others too, not just you. Their image will change in many eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You didn't lose. Even though it felt like everything crumbled, you were preserved. What broke was not your destiny, it was your delay. They will confess, but you won't need it to move on. You've already begun your rebirth. But time, it won't hurt. It will release you. The truth doesn't just reveal, it frees. You will walk lighter after this. You will laugh differently. You will finally understand why heaven delayed this moment until you were healed enough to receive it. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. What they fear the most is not your wrath. It is your indifference. The fact that you will walk away unfazed, that is their punishment. This confession will follow you no longer. It's not for your approval, it's for your closure. You are being moved into a season of elevation, not explanation. The people who once believed their lies will come to you with questions. Let your peace answer them. You don't owe anyone a history lesson, just show them your transformation. The story is changing, and you are the main character again. No longer the victim. You are the one who rose. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. They prayed you would never discover it. They begged the universe to protect their lie. But God had a different plan. This plan is divine, orchestrated by higher forces to restore balance and reveal hidden truth. Nothing will be the same after this moment. You are not being asked to forget, but you are being prepared to forgive, for you, for your peace, for your soul. Let the confession come. When it does, let it pass through you. Don't carry it. Just witness it and then walk away with your freedom. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. And when it's over, you'll feel different. Lighter. Clearer. Calmer. You'll wonder why it used to haunt you so much. Because the spell will be broken. Their grip over your energy, your time, your heart, it will vanish. And in its place, peace will grow. You'll rise above their words. You'll be a mystery to them. And they will remain trapped in the memory of your light. Archangel Michael says, hold your head high. You have endured enough. Now is the moment you receive your truth, and take back your power. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. You won't even recognize your own heart after this moment. It will beat without the heaviness it carried all these years. You will realize how strong you've become, not because you had to survive, but because you were chosen to witness justice with grace. You'll walk away not as a broken soul, but as a complete spirit made whole. Heaven is about to close a door you didn't even know was still open. That silent wound that stayed bleeding even in your victories, God is sealing it with truth now. You will no longer need to explain your pain to anyone, they will see the story unfolding before their eyes. They may cry. They may beg. They may fall to their knees in regret. But it's no longer about their redemption. This is your resurrection. You are not required to offer them comfort. Your forgiveness is your power, not their privilege. You get to choose peace over revenge, and that's what makes you unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. There was once a time you begged for this moment. You longed for the apology. You waited, hoping they would realize what they did. But now, you've healed so far beyond that place that their apology feels late. And that's okay. Because it's not about timing, it's about closure. What's coming will shake others too. Their secrets are tied to more than just your name. Once one thread is pulled, the entire curtain will fall. This will not just be a confession. It will be a chain reaction. Other truths will follow. Other faces will appear. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. People will suddenly treat you differently. Those who ignored your pain will now want to hear your voice. Those who sided with the liar will feel shame. But do not let their shift confuse you. You are not being validated now, you've always been valid. They're just catching up to the truth that was already yours. Archangel Michael says, hold your composure. Let them all speak. Let the confessions roll in like a storm. Stand calm in the center. You are the eye of justice. And when all is said and done, you'll walk away with clarity. No residue. No doubt. Just divine confirmation that God never forgot what they did. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. They stole your peace, but you took it back. Not by screaming. Not by fighting. but by growing in silence until heaven made a way. Now, that door will open not with noise, but with weight. The weight of truth pressing into their chest until they cannot hold it anymore. They will break their own silence. This isn't just about them anymore. This is spiritual alignment. What was wrong is being made right, not by force, but by divine design. The moment will come at the most unexpected time. In a message. A phone call. A meeting. But you will know. You will feel the shift before it arrives. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. You'll stand there, and everything in you will want to cry. But you won't. Because peace has already replaced the pain. They will say things you waited years to hear. Things you once prayed for. But now those words will feel like echoes, because you already moved forward. Your silence has been louder than their lies. Your grace has outlasted their games. And now, your reward will be greater than their regret. They will watch you walk away. Not broken. Not angry. But reborn. You will leave the moment taller than when you entered it. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The people who once believed them will begin to look at you with awe. They will wonder how you survived the betrayal with such strength. And that will be your greatest statement. You won't need to prove anything anymore. Your healing is your proof. Your glow is your revenge. Archangel Michael says, the moment of reckoning is not just theirs, it's yours too. The moment you realize you were always meant to win, no matter how long it took. Don't run from the confession. Don't hide from it. Stand tall. Listen. Accept the apology, even if it's late. And then walk in peace. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. They think you still want them to explain. They think you crave their validation. But what you crave now is silence, blessed, clean silence where no more lies can echo. You are not who you were when they hurt you. You are not broken, soft, or naive. You are built from light and fire now, and they will feel the difference. Their words will tremble when they try to confess. Not because of you, but because their guilt has become too heavy to hold. Let heaven handle the rest. You do not need to carry the weight of someone else's awakening. That's their cross, not yours. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. The energy is shifting fast. Doors are closing behind them while new ones open in front of you. The seasons are no longer aligned, you are moving forward without them. You are no longer accessible to people who once weaponized your love. That version of you no longer exists. Only your elevation does. They wanted to crush you, but you grew anyway. They wanted to silence you, but now they hear your name even in their dreams. The confession will not destroy you. It will rebuild you. It will clarify everything. You will no longer be haunted by the why. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. This is the final piece of the puzzle. The last loose end. After this, you are truly free. The reason they're confessing now is because their spirit cannot evolve without it. They are stuck, looping in their own lies. But don't let that fool you. Their apology is for them. Your freedom is from God. You owe them nothing. Not your tears. Not your rage. Just your distance, and your peace. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Archangel Michael says, your victory is not just in healing, it is in the grace you show when the truth is finally spoken. You will not gloat. You will not crumble. You will simply rise. Let them see your peace. Let them feel the power of your presence. Let them walk away knowing they lost someone irreplaceable. There's no going back after this. You've come too far. You've been remade by fire. And now, you're walking into light. Their confession is the final key. Once it's done, the gate to your next chapter will swing wide open. And you'll never look back. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. So prepare your heart, not for pain, but for clarity. Not for confusion, but for completion. The truth will not sting, it will liberate. You were always meant to know. You were always meant to rise from the ashes of that betrayal. This moment is not your ending, it is your divine beginning. You will smile when they confess. Not out of mockery, but because you'll finally see how far you've come. The battle is over. The war they started is ending in silence. And your name will be carried by angels into rooms they tried to lock you out of. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. They will walk away changed forever. Not because you punished them, but because you didn't need to. You outgrew the space where their lies once lived inside you. Even their confession won't be enough to undo what they did, and they know it. That's why they'll cry. That's why they'll tremble in your presence. The look in your eyes will show them what true strength looks like, divine strength. People around you will be stunned. Some will apologize for not believing you. Some will stay quiet out of shame. But you won't need their validation, you were right all along, and now heaven is proving it. What they tried to bury now blossoms into your testimony. What they thought would destroy you has become the exact force that built your destiny. And that truth will echo longer than any rumor ever could. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. The apology will not come dressed in elegance. It may be awkward. It may be rushed. But the truth in their eyes will not be able to hide. They will admit what they said, what they did, and who they were when they did it. They will finally take off the mask, and for the first time, you will see their real face. But you won't flinch. You won't fall. Because you've already faced deeper darkness than their confession could ever hold. This time, you will be the one in control. This time, your silence will be louder than every word they say. This time, your peace will speak louder than their remorse. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. Heaven is clearing the records. The energy that's been circling you like a shadow will lift. You will breathe lighter because the cords are being cut. The old version of you that was hurt, confused, and silenced is being laid to rest. In its place, a wiser, more radiant spirit is rising, one that knows its worth and never begs for truth again. They may want to reconnect. They may want a second chance. But remember, this confession isn't a doorway, it's a closure. A sacred end to a toxic beginning. You can choose mercy, but you don't have to choose memory. Let it go. Let the moment pass. Let them carry their guilt while you walk in light. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. You'll no longer wake up wondering what happened. You'll no longer search for hidden meanings in their silence. Because the truth will be spoken out loud, in words you never thought you'd hear. They will tell you what they did behind your back. They will admit how they manipulated situations to benefit themselves. And they will confess the jealousy, the pride, the insecurity that drove their betrayal. You'll feel a flood of emotion. Shock, sadness, even anger, but it will pass like a wave. And once it does, what's left will be serenity. This is what heaven wanted for you. Not revenge. Not destruction. But release. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. They tried to rewrite your story. They spread lies to shift blame, to avoid judgment, to keep you under control. But truth cannot be tamed forever. Now, their own mouth is betraying the lie. Their guilt is louder than their pride. And you are witnessing divine justice in motion. Archangel Michael says, when they speak, do not interrupt. Let the words land. Let their own heart feel the weight of what they've done. Your victory is not in their tears. Your victory is in the fact that you no longer need them to cry. You already healed. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Let them see you glowing. Let them feel your energy shift. Let them understand that you have become untouchable. Their confession is not just for your ears. It's for your soul. It's the key that will unlock every door they tried to shut. They'll say, I didn't mean to hurt you, but you'll know better. You'll smile not out of bitterness, but because you've risen so far they can barely reach your shadow now. Let that be your final answer, your growth, your peace, your silence. The best reply to betrayal is always elevation. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. There are people watching. People who heard their lies. People who judged you. They will now see the real story unfold. You won't have to explain anything. The truth will unfold in such divine timing, it will expose every corner of the deception. You will walk into rooms that once rejected you. You will be offered respect by the same ones who ignored your pain. You will be honored. Not because of their apology, but because of your endurance. And heaven will keep raising you higher. Because your heart was clean, even when it was breaking. Because your hands never touched revenge, even when you had the right to. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. You'll begin to notice things fall into place. Opportunities. Connections. Blessings. They will come not in spite of what was done to you, but because of it. The betrayal planted a seed. And now, that seed has bloomed into favor. Into divine timing. Into unstoppable joy. You will no longer be known as the person they wronged. You will be known as the person who survived the lie, outgrew the liar, and built an empire from the ashes. You're stepping into a season of respect, recognition, and rewards. Heaven is celebrating you before the world even hears your name again. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. This is not just your moment of truth. It is your divine turning point. The wheel has turned, and you are rising while they are humbled. Let the confession come. Let it crack open the past so you can finally walk fully into your future. You will smile for real this time. You will laugh without weight in your chest. You will live without looking over your shoulder. Because when heaven reveals what was hidden, it always replaces pain with peace. And your soul was meant to know peace. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. Walk into your next chapter with confidence. The page has turned. The sentence is over. The punctuation is final. Their words no longer control your story. Their lies no longer define your name. Their presence no longer blocks your blessings. You are walking into divine clarity. Divine elevation. Divine peace. This is what happens when truth finally arrives. And you, beautiful soul, you're finally free. Let it echo through your bones, you are finally free. Type Amen to get blessing 3535.